Alright, so today we're going to be doing the first of some DIY basics videos that involve the barrel assembly and hop-up unit of your Airsoft AEG. And this is going to be a two-part video series, so to speak. And the first one is going to be about cleaning your barrel and what your barrel is made out of and how it can affect the performance of your gun. So the first thing you need to do to get your barrel detached from your hop-up chamber is fully turn down your hop-up adjustment with the wheel and detach the lock clip on the barrel and pull the barrel assembly out with your hop-up bucking, and then your barrel will be ready to be either replaced or cleaned. So, alright, so if you have delved into AEG barrels in the past, or even just looked on the internet at different type bore barrels or aftermarket barrels, you'll see that the barrels are made out of several different types of material. There is aluminum barrels, which is like the one I have here out of my AK-47. There is brass barrels, which is usually the type of barrel you see in your stock AEG, and Prometheus makes steel barrels. And you may be thinking, well, what does the material have to do with the performance of the barrel? Well, generally speaking, the heavier the barrel, the more stable it is going to be during the firing of the AEG, because it will be less prone to vibrations being transferred from the gearbox shell. So something like this barrel that is aluminum and very light is going to vibrate more than this brass barrel that is significantly heavier than the aluminum barrel, and that also includes the steel barrel that Prometheus makes that's going to be even less prone to vibrations than this brass due to it being out of a heavier material. There is one upside to having an aluminum barrel though, however, and it is the lightness of the material, and this is more if you want to run a lightweight gun and you want it to be as light as possible, because having a steel barrel or a brass barrel is going to weigh down the gun even further. But generally speaking, whenever you think in terms of material for barrels, the heavier material is going to be best, because it is going to reduce the amount of vibrations transmitted from your gearbox down the barrel and leading to inconsistencies and in firing. Another thing you want to consider when looking at an aftermarket barrel is the bore of the barrel, and that is the width of the space for the BB to travel down the barrel, and most stock barrels are 6.08 millimeters, and they even come in 6.10 millimeters, and these bores will get about stock consistency, obviously. Most aftermarket barrels are 6.03 millimeters or 6.01. Now 6.03 seems to be most consistent at longer ranges, and even more consistent than 6.01 barrels. So generally speaking, if you want to get a barrel, you are going to want to get a 6.03 millimeter barrel. There is one downside to having a smaller bore barrel, and that is it definitely needs cleaned more often, and it is more prone to jamming. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to clean your barrel after a good hard use. Okay, now that you've got your barrel that you desire to clean out of your hop-up unit, and you have it ready to be cleaned, first you need a barrel and jamming rod, which at one end looks like this. That's the unjamming tool, and the other end has the cleaning tool. So what you're going to do is take a small piece of like paper towel, that's what I use, and you're going to take some silicone lubricant that does not have any petroleum distillates in it, because that can harm your hop-up if any were to get on it, and any plastic parts in your gun. So what you're going to do is take the paper towel and thread it through the end of your cleaning rod, and you're going to drop some silicone lubricant on it, and you're going to thread the rod through the desired barrel both ways, I'd say 2 times down and back, and that should clean any dirt and grime off of the inside of your barrel that it may have built up in the prior Airsoft games that it had been used in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and show you the result. As you can see, I have cleaned this inner barrel, and I used 2 cloths this time because, as you can see, it was just that dirty. It had so much buildup in it, and this did not surprise me, as it was a JG stock inner barrel and it had not been cleaned before, and those Chinese brands tend to have a little bit more buildup in their barrels to begin with, and this gun had been through quite a few games of Airsoft as well. So even the smallest amount of dirt can affect your accuracy and even cause jams in your barrel. So this just goes to show how much dirt you can get out of your barrel and make it just a much smoother running machine just by taking the time to clean your barrel. And now you have a fully cleaned Airsoft inner barrel. Next episode we'll go over how to clean your hop-up bucking and what the difference is between hard, soft, and upgraded Airsoft buckings. So, this has been how to clean your barrel, and please subscribe, like, and comment. Until then, signing off.